Chapter 7. Running away from your problems. Wouldn't we all like to do that? The model. No, playing as Anita. Early the next morning, you creep out of the suite and into the waiting limo, passing Maya's empty room on the way. I cannot believe I gave Maya that cash, knowing good and well that the hard-headed heifer wouldn't be back before daybreak. Now I'm gonna have to hear Tiana's mouth. You were supposed to be looking out for her. Ugh, typical. But the longer you stew in the annoyance, the more you realize your primas aren't the cause. Deep down, the truth is simple. I wish I could have gone with her. The gossip rags would talk. Angelo would have a conniption. It's exhausting living up to so many expectations, but it's the price for your life, is minding your P's and Q's. How can you afford not to pay to it? Intent on washing the haterade out of your mouth, you step out onto the set and rattle off your coffee order at the nearest assistant. I'll take a venti macchiato, 6 shot of espresso, low-fat soy milk, half pump of mocha, a quarter pump of caramel, and no whip. Oh, today. You clap your hands together in a chop motion, as the assistant scurries off. A familiar voice calls out on it to you. Wow, salty as ever, huh? Amani's voice is enough to bring flickers of your dream to mind, and you turn expectantly to find her nearby fiddling with her camera. How many times am I gonna have to dump a drink in your lap for you to stop treating people like the help? In my defense, you're not the first girl who's gotten me wet to teach me a lesson. And you probably won't be the last. You know what they say, a hard head will make a soft ass. Don't threaten me with a good time. And what are you doing here anyway? I thought you were a nature photographer. Your manager wrote me into doing a naturel-themed photo shoot so you can steer into the skid of your little scandal. Well, looking around, I can clearly see Angela. I didn't tell you how this is supposed to work. You reach into your big Birkin and supply Amani with a copy of your typical list of demands. Floor-to-ceiling mirrors in your private dressing room. A pan and panini press? We don't have that stuff. So you see the dilemma. Why don't you take a moment to familiarize yourself with my requirements, and then we'll... Before your words are even out of your mouth, she grips the booklet by its pages and, with the flex of her biceps, rips it in half. The move would be sexy if you weren't contemplating shoving the tatters down her throat. Huh. Now that you're back from La La Land, here's how this actually is gonna go. She moves to stand clearly chest to chest with you, and as your eyes drift to her lips, flickers of your dream come to mind, warming you. Nobody's gonna be waiting on you hand and foot. You need something, you ask when you get it. You say thank you. Now you get dressed, get to hair and makeup, be out by the pool by your call time, or that's your ass. Without a single look back, Amani grabs her camera and sets off, leaving you to pick your jaw up off the floor. Yeah, no, people who act like her just nope. An hour later, you push through Amani's temper tantrum and pose for the camera like a true professional. Not that Amani is treating you like one. Chin up. This is as up as it goes, unless you want to make my nostrils look like a pair of tunnels. Roll your shoulders back more than... like I've been doing. Aim for anything but what I've been doing. Actually, yeah, then we might accidentally hit what we were looking for. You know what? Fine. You want something? I got you something. I should get sexy. Find my happy place. Go to the basics. You know, let's get smoldering. You sink into the crotch, into a crotch-bearing squat. Little Kim, and prop your hands on your knees. How's this? Amani's fingers hover over the shutter. You feel her gaze on you, hot and intrigued, and then she takes a shot and steadies it. It's definitely something, but I don't think sexy is what the client's looking for. I don't know what you want from me. Ah, that much is clear. Just sit down. I'll take some shots from above. Sit down in the dirt. Have you lost your mind? No. The theme is au naturel, Anita. That means earthy, real. But of course, you don't know nothing about that. Sneak diss all you want, but I know plenty about modeling. Then rule number 1 is, don't get the garment filthy playing in the dirt. Well, that's a stupid rule. I don't know why I agreed to this. You clearly have your own way of doing things. Who says I'm the problem? Maybe you need to go back to taking pictures of birds and trees. All in favor? You throw your hand up and look around to see 100 production people do their darndest not to meet your gaze. You know, maybe that's not such a bad idea. I mean, what's all natural about any of this? She gestures to the artificial lighting, the breeze machine, Glinda from Hair and Makeup standing by to make sure you're always glowing. So what? You're just gonna quit? No, I'm gonna relocate, and you're coming with. Amani sends everyone home, grabs your hand, leads you away from the glitz and glamour of the set and into who knows where. Why are we in the woods? Unless, is this a sneaky link? The tension finally got the best of you, and now you want to work it out animal style, huh? Please, you got spooked a little dirt. You couldn't handle the nastiness I like in bed. It is only by sheer willpower that you keep walking. What she said almost stops you dead in your tracks. You track farther, a bit by bit. Nature seems intent on stealing your shine. Your heels are quickly caked in mud, tree branches snag and pull at your hair, and the horrible horrors! You start to sweat. You know, you didn't have to go all bear girls on me. I could have had a driver pull up instead. It's a short walk and hired cars are expensive. Besides, it's nature. You would have had to step foot on the ground at some point. Not necessarily. I have a helicopter guy. Ugh. There are people who don't know where their next meal is coming from. And you're blowing thousands so you don't have to walk? That's a little ridiculous even for you. Welcome to rich people. What's money if not to make life easier? Hell, I'd pay an arm and leg just to get somebody to scratch this itch on my back. You reach behind you and swipe with a smile, only for an itch to skitter up your back and in your hair. Is that a spider? Amani, help! Get it off, get it off, get it off! You gotta hold still. She grabs your waist, fingers splayed across your bare back, pulls you into her until her lips are a breath away. As she slips a hand into your hair, you can't help but imagine pushing forward the extra inch to feel her lips against yours. Then she pulls away with Satan's discipline in her palm. Got it. Thank you, please tell me we're almost there. I'll do you one better, we're here. The two of you step into a clearing, vibrant grass at your feet, lush foliage overhead giving way to a breathtaking waterfall. Oh, wow. I remember this place from a shoot for Jordan's Guide. Since you suggested I go back to shooting birds and trees, I thought this might be perfect to capture some real nature. What do you think? I think we left all the stuff to make this work. Back on set, lights, breeze machine, the hair makeup team. We don't need any of it. We'll use natural light, real breezes to showcase you au naturel. Amani sets her things down and tugs off her clothing, stripping down to her swimsuit and underneath. Oh, wow. Amani eases the leaves out of your hair before guiding you into the waterfall's base and snapping a shot. Hair wasn't ready. I didn't do my smize or anything. Good. Don't smize. Don't give me model. Don't even think. Just do. How am I supposed to do that? It's not like I can just turn my brain off. Do something else to distract you. Tell me, why you got into modeling? Immediately, Amani snaps another photo. And for the first time in your career, you try not to focus on what you look like for the camera. I wanted to be a model because, come on, look at me. The spray from the falls mists over your shoulders, and as you feel the humidity setting to work on your hair, you pause. Wait, my hair... What the... Okay, no. You need to stop. Listen, when does women's hair ever do that with a little bit of humidity? Please let me know if your hair does that. From what we had to that. It looks like she had her hair done. Doesn't matter. Keep going. Right. Well, you know how it is. Pretty girl strolls through the mall one day. Uh-huh. Don't bullshit me, Princia. Okay, fine, college wasn't for me, but I didn't want to go back to living with mommy and daddy, so I answered to go see Ad. I never worked so hard for anything in my life, but it paid off, and look at me now. Self-made woman, huh? That's pretty cool, actually. Amani sinks into the foliage, rattling off questions after question as she takes her shots. You take in the way she loses herself in every shot, the intensity behind her eyes, the soft way the light frames her as she glances up from her screen. She's very pretty. I think we got it. Her voice pulls you out of your daydream, and for the first time all day she's smiling at what she sees. But to really go all out, I think we should get you in the water. Some shots of you popping up and flinging your hair back would... You mean get my hair wet? On purpose. The hike already has my edges swelling up. Would you stop thinking about what you look like? The second you did that, you took much better photos. But clients book me because of my look. Corporate America is only starting to get on black girl magic train. What? Anyway, screw corporate America and screw a hairstyle. These pictures can be just for you. You deserve to see how beautiful you look naturally. Get real with Amani during an intimate photo shoot for a chance at a little romance. Only if you'll do it with me. But before Amani has a chance to react, you pull her directly into the waterfall stream, soaking her clothes, her hair, and her camera. Oh my god, it's not broken, is it? Stop running. We both know you're no more worried about your pictures than the camera's well-being. Two things can be true. Your laughter turns to a shriek as she splashes you back. The barrage of cool water hits you right in the face. Oh, it's like that. A well-aimed double scoop of water douses Money, and she retaliates with a wave of her own that nearly bowls you over. Water fight! I'll give her the old cannonball dunker. Wait, what? You wade through the water while Amani backs away, fighting off laughter. No, don't do it, Anita. Bye, Amani. You grab Amani by the shoulder and push until she's fully doused in the water. She pops up in a spray, laughing as she shakes the water in your direction. Your fingers still tingle with the warmth of her shoulders. Okay, truce. I think we're wet enough. She raises the camera to her heart. You resist the urge to go full model. The second the shutter clicks, you hurry over to see the shot and your face falls. Oh, my hair's weird. My shoulder looks like a linebacker's. Damn, if that's what you think about yourself, I hate to hear what you think about me. Well, we are our own worst enemies and critics. It's not me, it's the industry, but unfortunately they're the ones who control my bag. At any given moment, I could be too fat, too urban, too outspoken to book any work. Hell, I've been flat ironing my hair in this mission for years. Because it's the only way to work with some brands. At the risk of inflating your ego even more, Anita, you're easily one of the most beautiful women I've ever met. Why do you want to work with companies that have a problem with you wearing your hair the way it naturally grows? Because when I don't, I get stuck working with fake woke companies that want brownie points for hiring the black model. But don't bother hiring a glam squad who can do my hair or makeup. I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. Monty snaps another picture, shaking you off of your soapbox. Seriously now. Sorry. I know you were getting deep in your Angela Davis bag, but these are good shots. And since you care so much about what everyone else has to say, I'm gonna tell you what I see. This should be good. As she speaks, she begins to take a few more pictures, and as she slips into her intense gaze, you get the feeling she's really seeing you. When I see a fro, I see someone who's proud of who they are, because that new growth is always gonna tell the tale. She steps closer, brushing a rogue coil out of your face before snapping again. Anybody can be beautiful on camera after makeup and retouches, but you're beautiful in real life. She lowers her voice to nearly a whisper. Suddenly, you realize she's standing right in front of you, her eyes pinned to your lips. Amani. If you're sprung, you can just say it. What the hell is sprung? I'm sorry, I don't get the urban lingo, folks. If it's even called urban, I don't know what the hell to call it. Is that why you keep picking fights? You just want to come and yank on my pigtails. I guess spring means bounce chicka wow wow and I don't know what terms. I'm not picking anything. You're aggravating in real life too. You twirl your finger coyly in one of your coils and shrug your shoulders. But I guess it all evens out. Hold that pose. Imani brings the camera halfway to her eye when you splash her. Don't try to use photography to change the subject. You're interested in me, aren't you? She smirks, and for all your teasing, the look sends your pulse into a flurry. And if I was, then maybe I'm interested back. You float closer, gliding through the water towards her, with a playful glint in your eyes. Let's not play games, Princia. For all her big talk, she looks almost as shy as she brings a hand to your chin and pulls you closer, her words ghosting over your lips. Do you want me or not? Is this straightforward enough for you? You press your lips to hers, nippily, gently on her bottom lip until her lips part to yours. Her mouth is soft, warm as she leans into you. The kiss is enthusiastic and tender all at once. When Amani breaks the kiss, you cross your arms and pout, playing at an insult. So that's it. I've absolutely bared my soul, and all I get out of it is a teensy kiss. Always expecting to be spoiled. She cups your face, tracing her thumb across your bottom lip and sending a new wave of butterflies swirling through your stomach. What more do you want from me, Princia? Amani, kiss me again. She slips a hand behind your head and presses a kiss to the corner of your mouth before lowering her lips to your neck. Her teeth graze over the skin in a faint bite that nearly leaves you gasping, and you pull her closer, her body wet and warm against yours. Amani. I think that's the first time you didn't say my name like an insult. Her hands grip her eyes, pressing her hips together, caressing, kneading as her tongue parts your lips and curls into your mouth. Just quickly, as she leaned in, she pulls away and snaps up one last picture of you. There she is. Hello, Anita Carter. You slip out of the haze of your very brief romantic moment at her words. What's that supposed to mean? That you finally gave me something real, not that Anita Discardis mess. It's a compliment. Anita Discardis is as much a part of me as Juanita Carter. Ow, it's a fake name. You and your agent made it all up. If you were just real with your audience. This again. You think you're so much better than me because you don't hide anything about yourself. But the truth is, you don't have to because no one cares who you are. But access to my life is a privilege, one that I'm revoking from you. Amani flinches a little, hurt flashing across her face. Guilt strikes you like a bolt of lightning for just 1 second. Then you march out of the water, storm off back in the direction of the set, and back to the fabulous life of Miss Anita Descartes. What a life it is. Nope. No. Bulma safer now. Nope. The meddler. Not playing as Tiana. You wake up, you peek in Maya's room, only to find it empty. Anita's too. Dee wanders out of her room, yawning. Did you hear Anita and Maya come back last night, or leave this morning? Relax, they're probably up somewhere enabling each other's worst behavior. You know those two stay attached at the hip. Back home, Tiana would be blowing up everyone's phone by now, but trying to control everything was what got you in this whole mess in the first place. Vacation, Tiana, take the wheel. Then, I say we do a little family bonding out of our own. Come on. You pack a bag full of sunscreen and snacks, and the two of you head out to the pool, hanging a couple of lounge chairs. Oh, can you believe it? A day at the pool without being hit up for cash or asked to take a candid. Someone's excited to be a part of it, too. Honestly, I'm just glad to be away from Anita after our little falling out yesterday. Little where? Y'all showed your asses in the most public way you could. And all over some beef that's damn near old enough to start kindergarten. Don't you think it's time to squash this? D, there's no expiration on disrespect. I'll hold a grudge if it means getting the point across. Anita is selfish, and until that changes, I don't want anything to do with her. Frankly, you should be thanking me for getting in her face, considering it landed you some time away with Andre. When were you planning to bring Mr. Hotel around? He's hot, girl. Don't you worry about my belated boyfriend reveal. You got some throwback hotness of your own to tend to. A figure blocks out your son, and you squint up at Jordan's impish grin. Uh-oh. He's in full mischief mode. Go get dressed. I've got a new adventure for us. Another Jordan adventure. Can I at least have a hint this time? Wear something you won't mind getting sweaty. We're going to be doing a lot of activity. This tone makes your heart race, and for the first time in a long time, you realize you've got butterflies. But our pool day, tell him, Dee, But Dee has already slipped on her sunglasses, dived into her book, and tuned you the hell out. I guess our pool day is over, apparently. Okay, sweaty surprise it is. Wiggle eyebrows. You leave Jordan waiting for you at the hotel entrance and head back upstairs to your room to rifle through your clothing. Knowing Jordan, he means that, and literally. Luckily, I never go anywhere without a pair of leggings. Give me the spandex, which it's not too bad. Kinda dig it. Kinda dig the color scheme. Kinda also dig the music right now. You slip into your leggings and tuck your sweet key into your fanny pack before heading back out. Wait. Stop, we have a fanny pack now. When the hell did those come back? Well, how do I look? You spin the feeling of a pair of eyes on your butt lingering. Thicker than a jar of cold peanut butter. Let's go. I don't know if that's a good compliment or bad or what. Thicker than a... What? Jordan leads you into the trees and to a base of a cliff. I should have known activity was code for climbing something. The real surprise is at the top. Let's hope I make it there. Ah, you got this. Look at you. You're not even sweating. You're just glistening. Besides, I'll be right beside you the whole time. Though the cliff is steep, Jordan sets a slow pace, and together you climb higher and higher, taking in the view as you go until you reach the top. But while you take the babiest baby steps ever, Jordan edges closer and closer to the cliff. What are you doing? Getting ready for the jump? Surprise! The what now? Isn't there something else we can do instead? A nature walk? A bird watching? Kissing? The thought occurs to you, the unbidden, but as your eyes flicker to his lips, suddenly all you can think of. The feel of his lips on yours, his arms wrapped tight around you. When you look up, Jordan's staring right at you, smiling, a knowing smile. How about we do my thing first, then yours? No, a million times no. Oh, come on, what happened to adding a little spontaneity to your life? I was thinking of cutting my own trauma bangs, but that, accordioning against a rocking outcropping is basically the same thing. Tiana, I'm not gonna let you get hurt, I promise. We can do it together, even. He slides his hand into yours, and even with your stomach doing backflips, you know in your heart that you're safe with him. Still, if this kills me, I'm gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. I'd expect nothing less. You poise your toes just over the edge, taking deep belly breaths. 1, 2... Jordan jumps, pulling you off the cliff with him, and your feet pedal in the air as you fall towards the crystal blue waters below. Yeah! Why do I let you talk me into these things? Let it out. Lord, just take the wheel, I'm assuming. Just take the wheel. You know, I'm just gonna accept it. Lord, just take the wheel. You'll land in with a splash, but when you resurface and tread water, you'll wash in a sea of euphoria. That was incredible. Oh, really? Were you just the one just screaming, Lord, just take the... Shut up and let me have my own moment. Wow, what a rush. It felt like you were flying, right? Yeah, then again, I always feel like that when I'm with you. Being with me is like learning to fly. Jordan, I could show you better than I could tell you. Grins treading your way, and your heart thumps against your chest. Please do. You lean in, dragging your hands along your shoulders. Your lips barely brush when something else noses against your hip. Did you see that? I told you we were not alone in here. We're gonna die. When did we ever cover not being alone or being alone? Girl, what is the fear of the ocean? Wait, look. Piglet! Piglet is here. Wait, what is he doing out here? Do you think it's lost? Do we have to rescue this pig? Don't worry. Pigs are strong swimmers. I think this big fella right here where he wants to be. Bothering tourists for snacks. Oh my god, we get pig noises with this one. These waters are full of swimming pigs. There's even a little island where they gather not too far from here. After some very expectant snout investigating, the pig realizes you aren't offering any food and turns tail to swim towards a nearby islet. He's probably headed there now. What do you think? Should we follow him? In for a piggy, in for a pound? You and Jordan follow after Wilbur, and soon find yourself surrounded by the adorable little oinkers. Whoa, they're little guys. Pigs eat anything, right? Even people. I mean, sure, if you were dead. Jordan, protect me. You slip behind him, gripping his bicep as the pig snuffles closer. I don't know where you got this idea that every creature on the island is out to get you, but here. Jordan takes your hand from his arm, guiding you to open your palm in front of the nearest pig snout. But what if it... Hey, that tickles. They're just looking for some snacks. Once they see we don't have any, they'll leave us alone. You rifle through your pockets, but everything you find is soaked and disintegrating. Nothing in here that counts as edible, even for a pig. What's with the exhibitionist act? You glance up and see that Jordan is stripped down to his underwear and is laying his clothes out onto a flat rock. Clothes dry faster when they don't have us in them. You should take yours off too. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Still, you shrug out of your clothing and lay them out on the rock next to his. When you glance up, he's gone. Jordan, Hey, come here. I found their secret stash. Sure enough, the little extortionists have a whole pile of plantations and to rub down on. Plantains? Look at these con artists. Just wait. That's not all I found. Did we find some chocolate? Maybe some coffee? No? Okay. Wow. You wander around the hushed and cramped cavern, passing a hand over the rough rock. You come to a stretch of wall covered in etchings. Whoa, are these real? The pig have a master and he etches on the walls. Folks from here do tell stories of castaways out on the smaller isles, people that got shipwrecked in these waters, stranded without any means of communication. They were able to survive for years on isles like these, away from the rest of civilization. Jordan steps up behind you, running his finger over one of the deep scratches. Even though you aren't touching, his heat floods through your body, your awareness of him crystal clear. All alone, huh? That sounds nice with the right person. Can you imagine? No one else around for miles. You could do whatever you want, whenever you wanted. No thoughts, no plans. I can, actually. Just you and me out in nature, not needing anything but each other. Is that right? You turn to face him, so close you can breathe the same air. The heat of his gaze turns your insides to mush, and a million thoughts flash through your mind. Is he gonna kiss me? Do I want him to? Is it too soon? Jordan's eyes rove over your face, and he gives you a gentle smile before stepping back. Jordan? We should get out of the cave before the tide rolls in. Back on the beach, you check on your clothing, bending over the rock to grab Jordan's shirt, threatening to slip over the edge. They're still pretty damp. If we wait for them to fully dry, we could be here all day. I don't see that as a bad thing. His voice sends a zip of electricity on your spine. You look back at him over your shoulder. Jordan grins wolfish but restrained. You're killing me here. Oh, come on. We both know it's nothing you haven't seen before. It doesn't make it any easier. You look good, Tiana. The praise pools in your belly, warm, exhilarating, and when you meet Jordan's gaze, his eyes are dark and hot, his desire matching your own. He sidles a little closer, the warmth of his skin buzzing just out of reach of yours. Get enough to eat, actually. I don't want to push you for anything here, but I want to know what you've been through, but Tiana, being so close to you, you know the feeling. As the one buzzing through your veins, threatening to take control. All the thoughts of what-ifs start to swirl and you close your eyes to them. You're here now. That's what matters. What do you want now? Give in to your feelings. Go for a roll in the sand. Yeah, but sand gets all sorts of places. We'll see how far we can go before YouTube shuts it down. I'm not waiting another damn minute. And we better make up for lost time. Way murmurs into your mouth, hot, breathy, and devoted, sends chills down your spine, and you let your every thought slip away. The two of you sink into the warm, sun-warmed sand. Heat is nothing compared to the familiar feeling of Jordan's body. Tiana, the sand. You barely hear him, wrapped up in the moment. You nip at his lips, beneath his jaw, his neck. All the parts of him you're beginning to remember is your favorite. Sand's the last thing on my mind right now. Yes, but it'll be the last thing coming out of you. Then I guess it's my turn to be the responsible one for once. You pull away, breathing hard, your lips plump and tender. Okay, then let's use the clothes. You snatch up your pile of dry clothes and toss them into the sand. Would you look at that? An instant picnic blanket. Are you the main course? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You recline back on the makeshift blanket, propping yourself on the elbows and cocking your head at him with a smirk. Still worried about the sand? Not in the slightest. Jordan pounces on you, his mouth claiming yours hungrily, greedily. Your hips connect. He's driving against yours, pushing you deeper in the sand as he licks and nips at your neck. I could never forget the taste of you. His hands drag down your back, deftly enclasping your bra. Your breasts spring free! Okay. Sorry, I'm just sensitive. Where, here? Basically, you only missed like 1 minute, maybe less, and it was very quick. Mount chicka wow wow, what else is new? After you've caught your breath as you lay on the beach, relishing the sun on your buzzing skin, you rest your head on Jordan's chest, tracing absent-minded spirals into a soft abdomen. What's that? What, running into you has thrown my 5-year plan into a spiral. Can't say I'm sorry for it. He traces his own shape in your back, and you pause, trying to decipher it, but you can't quite make it out. You know how my 5-year plan originated? Let me guess. Version 1 was issued to you at birth? No, with a dream. My parents asked me to imagine the life I wanted in 5 years. Nothing was too big or small. Interesting plan. And then every 5 years, we'd see what came true. What was still in the works, and make a new one. I get that for adults, but kids aren't supposed to know what life they want. They just got here. It's never too early to start planning for your future. That's what Mom and Dad say, at least. For me, I was more like the castaways, left to my own devices. And because the future seemed like one big scary unknown, I avoided planning for it until, well, one day. I couldn't run from it anymore. My plan might be stressful, but at least there was structure. I couldn't have done things your way. Tiana, you've got enough strength on your own to survive no matter the circumstance. I've always known that about you. He pulls you close, and as you snuggle into his side, you realize you're unplagued by your plans for the first time in years. But as you think about Jordan's path, you can't help but wonder if maybe there's some kind of middle ground. Oh, she's just now wondering this now. Later, just as you and Jordan get back to the resort, your phone rings and your dad's contact picture pops up. Oh, my daily guilt trip, right on time. Yeah, I'll let you take that. But if you want to decompress, you know where to find me. With a sigh, you watch Jordan head inside. Focus all your energy on siphoning the resignation from your voice before you pick up. By the way, Pixelberry, that's not annoying at all, and the phone just dee 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 dee. Like, seriously. Hi, Dad. Before you say anything, I'm sorry I've been dodging you. You know I love you. I'm just trying to get some space from the whole Cam debacle. If I could just go one day without thinking of his stupid face. Anyway, what were you calling about? Right, so, Cam called. Oh. Daddy. He called crying, Tiana. He regrets what happened. Daddy, please don't do this. I know you want us together, but there's literally no reason I should entertain him at this point. Well, what if I give you one? Daddy, what's going on? Do you remember the dream venue you wanted? The one, you made me, the point person for? They just had a cancellation, baby girl. You can have the wedding you've always dreamed of. To a man who humiliated me in front of my family and his? To a man who's trying to make amends. Think about it. His words surround you in a vision of what the day could be like. Gorgeous dress, this beautiful venue, your smiling friends and family. And then you hear Jordan's voice in your ear. It's how much we dislike this man. We can't get his name right. You got enough strength on your own to survive, no matter the circumstance. Just had to. Daddy, I'll let you know, but right now, I gotta go. You press the end call button, your thoughts buzzing with wedding bells, Cam, Jordan. At this point, all you want is a hot bath, a good sleep. I'm telling you, Dee, she wasn't with me. I've been in the jungle all day. Then where the hell is she? Because she's not answering her phone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Tiana, I'm so sorry. Sorry for what? Anita and Dee's eyes meet in a panic glance. You've never seen the two of them so perfectly in sync. We've lost Maya! What is she, a dog? Seriously. She's a human being. Who gives a shit? First and foremost, hello, book that we really haven't touched much lately. Welcome back. If those of you are tuning in and wanting to get caught up with me, stay tuned, buckle up. Because yeah, we're gonna be catching up on this book. Without further ado, let me know what you think in the comment section below of it. I will say this first and foremost, before I do. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description of the video. Things there. One, I'm learning new lingo, at least. New phrases, new things. Two, so here's my thoughts, right? You know, people may think that some people, especially me, are ignorant when it comes to, you know, the whole, for instance, hair thing. Let's just go with that for this video. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I'm serious. You know, that's about my take on it. Like, hold on a second. Okay. So I had to kind of, like, quickly, with about 10 seconds, think to myself. So, pretty much, I know a long time ago, people came to this country, and they're like, oh, must straighten my hair because that's what, you know, someone wanted. And lo and behold, and I guarantee you a lot of you don't know this, is one of the people who epitomized that was actually a person who has made hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars off of basically, you know, POC people, we'll just say that, who needed to straighten their hair for modern, you know, day civility of America, right? Surprisingly, most people don't know that a person of a POC originality actually set the ground rules and said you should modernize yourself as a, you know, the white woman, basically. And even to this day, hair care products are still sold by people like that for people who are POC, who need to straighten their hair and still believe in the modernity of it and the civility of it and all this other garbage, okay? It's just that. That's why I say I don't really care. I don't care if a girl's got curls. I don't care if a girl's got short, thin hair. I don't care if she's got thin hair, long hair. I don't give a damn. I speak on behalf of most men. And yeah, I can actually make that declaration here. We just want to run our hands and our fingers through your hair. I'm serious. That's all we want. Like, some of us, you just, that simple action, just wanting to comb our fingers through your hair, that's all we want, okay? It's very effing just simple. I'm serious. Like, I speak on behalf of a majority of men who are, you know, into women. We just want that simple thing, right? We like messing with your hair. We just like it, right? It's like there's certain things women like doing to men that, you know, that just men like just screwing with your hair, you know, just feeling it through our fingertips and our fingernails and all this other shit. You know, well, you know what I'm getting at. So, again, go with you. Be you. Don't set your standards to what someone else wants. Do not dip your face in makeup because someone somewhere says you need to. Listen, again, I speak on behalf of most men who say we'd rather see you with, a little bit of makeup on at the most than, just dunking your head into it and making you look like a clown. I'm sorry to tell you this. A lot of us do not find that attractive. Yeah, no, listen, there's also a lot of men who also just will braid anything that moves that is feminine, but moving on. A lot of us guys who actually will treat you like queens, may I say, just want you to be you. We want to make you and treat you like the queen you are without you needing to, get implants or fake makeup or hair bullshit or any of this garbage. Right? Some of the most beautiful women I've ever known were authentic and real. Seriously. And I'm just gonna end this right here, right now, with the following. I actually lost a friend who was hugely into modeling and kind of had a crush on her, but kind of kept it to myself. But I lost a friend that was just very successful, very, very, very big on the whole modeling scene and whole 9 yards and being free and doing what no woman needs to do nowadays, right? And I figured it was her thing, and she spent a lot of money on herself too. I saw her go from the person she was to the person she became, and then it became all undone. Became all undone because she just one day realized how far she'd come and how she was just all plastic and it was just fake, and then she revealed herself to the world, being like, I crop my photos and I do this and I do that, and it's like people just still didn't care. She was still beautiful to a lot of people, and if anything, she motivated a lot of people because of her awakening and all that. Unfortunately, due to her kind of, I guess you could say, rocky, kind of like realizing herself and what have I become and everything else like that, she kind of distanced everyone from herself, and then unfortunately is no longer among us because of just not being able to live with herself, I guess. And unfortunately, it was kind of devastating for me because I only found out after the fact because I've been so busy, um, with my life and everything else, and a lot of my friends, everybody else, we've all kind of fallen out and got on with our lives, so we don't talk as much. Um, but yeah, like that's how devastating it can be, and it's funny that this book itself covers that. It covers the, how the industry can be and the fakeness and everything else. It actually does hit very close on the realism, very much so, and that's why I say, be who you want to be. Don't be fake. Be who you want to be, right? Because you are beautiful, inside and out. You gotta believe it. That's the thing. Well, like I said, we are our own worst critics. So, without further ado, I love you, beautiful faces. I will catch you all later. Peace out.